We're live at the Mental Margarita show, and wow, I got an amazing, and I do mean amazing, guest today on the show. We have Angel Sessions on the show today, singer, actress, 14-time award-winning artist, Grammy member, songwriter, member of the NAACP. The list goes on and on and on. And we probably don't even have enough time in this interview to cover all the things that she's done. I would love to welcome you guys, ladies and gentlemen. Angel Sessions, how you feeling today?
Thank you for the introduction. I'm doing well. Thank you for having me.
Oh man, this is unbelievable. And it's crazy because I got a chance to really read your story and to see your journey. And at first I was like, okay, because I've heard so much great things about you. But then as I was just reading the story, I was like, man, she has put in the work and the things that you've accomplished. But it started off as a little girl and you were singing. Tell me about that.
Yeah. So when I was young, at 6 years old, I've always just had this love and passion for singing. So I used to always like to watch commercials on television. And so one day there was just like, if any commercial that comes on with little singing jingles going on, I would sing along with it, but I was shy back in the day. So my mom would sneak into the room and she would listen to me sing. And then if I turn around and see her, then I would stop singing. But she was the one who kind of got me out of my shyness because she started having me to perform for all of her friends and her guests when they would come by to see her. And then
Wow.
I would be the one to entertain them. And she would say, I'm gonna have my little girl sing for you guys. So I just always just had it. And most of all, I love and a passion for Christ. So I used to just make up little songs and things like that for Christ.
You know what? And then look what happens after that. 20 or more years in the music industry. And you're traveling to Guam. You're doing Grammy pre-parties in LA. You turn into this R&B artist and you get your first deal. Tell me a little bit about that.
Well, I was performing with this group called the Island Boys, and they were pretty big here in the Bay Area, Oakland, California. So KMEL, which was one of the big radio stations here in the Bay Area, wanted to send them to Guam to perform. So I sing a lot on their songs, but I was always in the studio recording my own records because at the time I was still trying to shop a record deal for myself. So the Island Boys got a deal to go to Guam, and then they added me on the bill. So KMEL sent all of us to Guam, and I was able to perform with the Island Boys, open up for the Sugar Hill Gang, and also to be able to
Oh,
sing a lot of my songs that I had already recorded. And then when I got back, I met the late Fred Pittman, who became my producer, and he was looking for a singer to sing his song. The single was called She Was Never Her. And he had already written it, and he was looking for a female. And so he already had my demo. I sent it out to him through a friend of mine. He had it for about a good week sitting on the table, but he was pretty busy. So when he
right.
finally got around to it, he was like, wow, I found my Whitney Houston. That's what he said. So then
Yes.
he called me up and said, I need you to get here. Can you get here tomorrow? So I'm like, okay. So he lived in Vegas at that time. So
Wow.
I flew to Vegas and then I recorded the song, She Was Never Her. He wanted to put the song out and he already knew at that time John Abbey, who was the owner and CEO of Ichiban Records. So he wanted to put the single out, She Was Never Her, and John Abbey said, no, I want a whole album on her.
Whoa.
So I already had a lot of songs that I had already recorded and I had a lot of catalog already. So we were just digging through a lot of the great songs and we was able to play 7 of those songs of mine on the first album, which is called Introducing Angel. And then the rest of the song, which I was able to meet Preston Glass,
Preston
Andre
Glass, our
Simone.
buddy.
Yeah, Preston Glass. I did some songs with him. Andre Simone from Prince. I was able to do some songs with him and Larry Baptiste and just a lot of great producers that he knew, songwriters that he knew, and put some of the songs in. The first album was Introducing Angel, which came out in 1998.
I want to ask you Tell us a little bit about the tour with the school entertainment activity program in LA. Let's shift gears a little.
Yeah, so I think the father's name was Dwayne, and he had a son, and they had this event I love so much that breaks artists. So if you have music on the radio, they said, well, not that you don't need radio, because I think radio was very important, but you could also break it in schools. So the
Right.
kids will support you. They will, you do a nice concert in all their classes, like during recess time, and you perform your songs, and then you do a sign up where they, give out autographs and pictures, and they can buy your music on demand. So
Wow.
I was able
That's
to do
cool.
that, yeah, with all the schools in the Los Angeles area, which alone was Destiny's Child and Britney Spears, Christina Aguilera, Usher, Tyrese, Brandy, a whole lot of us did this school entertainment activity program to help break our records.
You had a song called Missing You. And I got a chance to read the story. I think iTunes did an interview. It was about your mother who passed away, and they dedicated the song. They played it all day. Tell us about that experience and what your mother really meant to you, because I think a lot of your drive and your passion comes from her as well.
Oh yeah. Oh, I'm about to cry now. As you know, I just lost my stepdad, and
Sorry.
when I think of him, I think of my mom. So it's kind of like almost losing my mom all over again. Um, she meant so much to me. Um, she was the one who kind of got me into the music industry because she's the one who really believed in me. She was my motivator. She pushed me. She was my inspiration. She was my friend, and she was just a blessing. And her memory will live on in my mind, in my heart, until the Lord returns. And I'm grateful to have had her for the years I've had her here on earth. And I miss her very much. So I had wrote the song Missing You for her and anyone who's lost a loved one, to dedicate that to someone you care and you love. Funny because again, I just lost my dad, so stepdad. But yeah.
Sorry to hear that. Well, you know what? You are someone special as well. And we love you. Ladies and gentlemen, Angel Sessions, make sure that you hear that Missing You song, including all the rest of her releases. And I had so much more. I had so much more. You got to come back on the show because we gotta complete this.
Players, whoa, play, hey, dance all around. What's wrong with you? What's wrong? What's wrong with you? It's you. I was saying that. Oh no. Play, you need to get a lot. What's wrong with you? What's wrong? What's wrong with you? It's you. I was saying, getting jealous. Play, you need to get a lot. I see 'em my whole life. When someone's got it going on, hold their head high. With Gucci bags and hot shoes, looking so fly. And make it say like Johnny Gill, my. And then they come and play, hating, stirring up stuff. Mad because they broke it, wish you had enough. Instead of being happy for the person they see, they give you dirty looking, steady looking so mean. You heard, or what about this? You see someone you like and try to peek them out, hoping you would get to know what they about. And then they come and find they can ask for you. Yet your so-called friend try to take you too. Trying to take the one you want to have. Then they try to flirt.
On the Mental Margarita Show, we got Kenitra Woods, Big Nene Lioness, rising star, and man, I'm just so excited to have you on the show. How you been?
I'm great. And yourself?
I'm feeling great. It's wonderful.
So wait a minute. You're in Cali, right?
No, actually, I'm in Vegas.
Vegas. How is the weather out there? Because it's cold out here.
Oh, it feels good. It's nice.
Okay.
It's nice. It's really nice. Have you ever been to Vegas?
I have. I was out there with one of the Masterpiece people, and they were going to shoot a video for me, but all kind of stuff took place, so I did actually get it done. But I did go down to Piedmont. What is that? Piedmont.
Fremont Street.
Our guys' heads go down there, and it was mad dope, yo. I was like, oh my god, like
I'll
they got all
tell
this
you.
stuff going across the sky, and all these streets connected. I'm like, ow.
It's live. It's live. Alton, Illinois, right?
Right.
How was it like growing up in Alton, Illinois?
Well, I actually only grew up there until I was 6. And then my mother, she got married to a military guy. So I basically been traveling my whole life.
Wow.
And like lived in Germany for like 6 years, Hawaii for like 6 years, Italy, and then all over the United States. So I'm just a traveling soul.
Now, what got you into music?
This guy in Killeen, Texas, Gaddafi. He at the time he was this big time producer, and I was hustling, and so he was like, they had this big show. Well, it was like a freestyle battle or something or whatever. And I actually took my homeboy there because he was getting in it. I wasn't rapping. And so I got up in that thing and I was like, your hair is nappy, you need a comb, and da-da-da-da-da. So I'm just going on, I don't know how to rap at all. And so the producer wound up coming up to me on my way out the club. He ran up to me, he said, hey, hey, hey. He said, I think you got something. I said, God, what?
What?
He was like, I like your energy. He said, have you ever rapped before? I'm like, man, they don't make enough money. I ain't trying to get in that thing right now. They don't make enough money. But my homeboy do. I kept trying to turn him on to my homeboy. Like, my homeboy rap. He's like, no, He said, it's something about you. He said, can you come to my studio? It took me 2 months to go because I was like, I ain't trying to be in that rap stuff, get all that right there. So anyway, I seen him at the grocery store. He said, can you please? When he said, can you please? I said,
wow.
Maybe God got something for me in this area.
Right. That
so
is right.
I went, and it was like 300 degrees exaggerating in Texas at this time. And so he had his booth. He had his booth in his closet. He had a little, like in the closet. He said, so go in there and say whatever comes to mind, whatever you feel. But I'm like, I don't know how to rap. He said, just say whatever comes to mind. So, baby, when I tell you I went in that thing, because it was hot in that thing, I said, get hot, get hot, get hot, get hot, hot. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm growing. He said, we keeping that, we keeping that, we keeping that. So to move forward, that song made it on 92.3 FM, the main radio station in Killeen. And that right there led me to open up for Trina. And Ray J and Gerald Bird. Our company Billy Cook to go open up in Hawaii with Ronald Isley.
Wow.
Open up for Moni Parker. All the Houston, Lil Flip, Lil Kiki,
UGA,
Lil O Slim Thug. Huh?
Right?
All the Houston artists I've opened up for all of them, and that's what that led me to, just doing that one song. And I got a chance to do an interview with Trina. Ronald Isley lead keyboard Tony. Tony called to Dr. Dre's studio, and there was a producer there named P-Rod that was working with Dr. Dre at the time. And so P-Rod gets on the phone with me, and Tony like, hey, it's this young lady. She's really nice. She can rap. She just moved to Houston. She's with such. He was like, okay, that's cool because I'm moving to Houston. But he said, in a year. I said, in a year? I said, yeah. Okay. So, but God is so good because what I'm getting ready to tell you, that's how I know it's meant. So a year passed. I done forgot all about this dude. We've been moving to Houston. Right. I done got my car wrapped with my face all on it. I'm just doing my thing. I go to the liquor store one day, and as I was pulling in, and there was this big Hummer on the side of me. This guy was coming out. So as we pulled in, and me and my homegirl was getting out, the guy got ready to get in his Hummer. Mind you, I didn't even know what the dude looked like when I was on the phone with him when he was with Dr. Dre. I didn't know what he looked like. Forgot all about his name, everything. So he gets back out his car. Matter of fact, he didn't get all the way in the truck. He comes around. He said, "Who is this on this car?" who is this? My friend was like, superstar, little lady. That's little lady. He said, little lady, little lady, little lady. Say that name sounds familiar. He said, was you in Hawaii opening up for Brother Ozzy? I said, yeah. He said, I'm P-Rob. I said, oh my, a whole year, and I wound up meeting this guy at the liquor store out of nowhere.
Intervention.
Yeah, so that was pretty cool right there. So he became my producer for like 15 years.
Let's talk about the first annual Black Heritage Movement, that affair. Let's talk about those things.
Okay, I started a movement for our people. I started a black carpet movement because I felt like we look like kings and queens walking on our own colored carpet. When we're walking on the red carpet, we're looking like they're puppets. That's just how I feel. You know what I'm saying? And so I started doing shows introducing the black carpet and having people walk down that thing, and I'm filming it, showing them how you guys look like kings and queens. And
Right.
so I started that movement. I didn't do much with it because my career was going so all over the place. And so it is something I would like to continue on doing though.
How do they follow you?
Okay, everybody can follow me on Facebook, Big Nene Linus, and Linus Woods page, Instagram, Big Nene Linus, and Linus Woods page, TikTok, Linus Woods page, and Big Nene Linus. You can follow me on any one of those. But I want to say this before I get off, because we didn't touch bases on this. My new project, the new project that I'm doing now.
Ibra. Is that it?
No, that's my name, but that's not
the project.
No, that's not a project. That's just my name, and it's a. My mom got the name off The Price Is Right, and it means River of Love, and I definitely display that all the time. So, but my new project is called Country Rhythm.
Country Rhythm.
Country Rhythm, which I'm a Southern soul artist as well as R&B hip hop artist. So I combined my album with R&B hip hop with Southern soul hip hop and making a country rhythm. I mean, that's definitely where I'm at with it right now. And we got 2 songs that's out on the radio, also out on our social media platforms. One of them is called Ooh Wee, which is a drinking song. And the other one is called Left, Right, Left. The booty cheek. You got to do the booty cheek. You make the booty cheek go left, right, left, right, left.
Stop it now. Hold on. That's some country rhythm right there.
On April 22nd, 2024, celebrate Earth Day. Your mission, should you choose to accept it, is to follow these coordinates precisely and exactly. They will lead you directly to one of the most fantastic creations on planet Earth. Discover Nevada's best-kept secret and begin your journey today at goldwellmuseum.org.
Yes, sir.
Ladies and gentlemen, I have Mr. Burger on the Mental Margarita Show.
Yes, sir.
And he is warming up. He is getting warmed up. Born and raised Fort Worth, Texas.
Yes, sir.
How was that like in Fort Worth, Texas?
Oh man, it's a story, but somehow up. Yeah, some good, some bad, and some ugly. So you know what I'm saying? Yeah, it just kind of it taught me life pretty much like that. You know what I'm saying? So it really taught me life. Yeah, from all different phrases, experiences. I've seen people from drugs to business people. You know what I'm saying? So it just kind of taught you life, seeing stuff.
Yeah.
Taught you what to do wrong and what not to do wrong. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
So you got through a little bit of everything. So the highs, the lows, the ups and the downs.
Oh yeah, yes sir.
And now your name, the neighborhood gave your name Burger.
Well, actually, my auntie gave me the name when I was a baby. She said my head was shaped like a burger. Probably when I was about 2 or 3.
Okay.
So it kind of just stuck with me, you know what I'm saying, throughout my whole life.
What was the reason why she gave you the name?
She said my head was shaped like a burger. Yeah, yeah. My auntie said my head was shaped like a burger, so it just kind of stayed with me.
That's what I'm talking about. I love it. I love it because immediately as soon as I see that, I'm like, wow, this is interesting. It automatically intrigues you.
Mm-hmm.
And so you were a college grad too, as well. You went to college.
Yes, sir.
What university did you go to?
I did like two of them. I went to try it out, Paul Quinn in Dallas, and then I finished up University of Phoenix. And so just try to do both of them. I did some in class and did some online. And I did the Paul Quinn, was like a historical black college. I just wanted to try it out to get the experience and see what it's like. So, so I got a little bit of everything experience on it too. So, yeah.
Oh yeah, what a great experience that is to have.
Mm-hmm.
I see noted here in your bio, historian.
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir.
Do you consider yourself a historian?
Man, I just love history. It's interested in like I said, you want to know what's going on today without history. So I like to learn, study history, and I know what's going on. Keep you informed what's going on today. We always did music back when we were growing up in church and stuff like that back in the day in the neighborhoods and stuff in school. So I just like something just made me go back. I'm missing a void in my life, so I just want to do music and get back to something that I used to do. So I just kind of put a group together with my name, and then just what I'm saying, really to help people out. So I actually help out other independent artists. So I'm still learning myself, but what I'm saying, I try to learn, teach what I know so far, and I try to help people get a voice so they can get their music out there and stuff. Without, what I'm saying, the industry blocks and stuff like that. So we try to be, yeah. Yep. So I'm usually using that to give a platform to other people. So, yeah.
You're using that to give a platform for other people. So
yep.
We're both in the platform business.
Yep.
Now, when you talk about the group that you're talking about,
mm-hmm.
who are the other members that are consistent in the group?
Okay, we started off with of course, me, Mr. Burger. Then I got Drew Money, which has been with me from day one. He from Fort Worth. My cousin, Texas made, been with me from day one. Then as we go along, we add like I network with a lot of people, different artists in different states. So then I got my boy Snapchat to do something. So that's K10 out of Louisiana. So we're just kind of like networking with different states with different people. You know what I'm saying, for right now.
Wow.
And, yeah.
Nice. We gotta get him. We gotta get him on the Mental Margarita show.
Oh yeah, man. K10 ain't cool. My boy. Yes, sir.
We definitely got to do that. Mm-hmm. Now, what drew you to the music? Okay, so you told me you did a lot of stuff in the church and stuff like that. And I'm originally from Miami, but I have family all over. Mm-hmm. and most of my family are very rooted in the church, so I can understand that immediately. Mm-hmm. But was there any artists that inspired you to do your music thing?
That'd be good. Well, that's a good question because I like a lot of artists, a lot of genres of music. So I wouldn't say just particularly one. And like growing up, we listen to like wherever your area. So like I can say like H-Town had a big thing on me. Like say Flip, you got Lil Kiki H-Town. Listen to like T.I. out of Atlanta. Listen to I Like the Game out of California.
Yeah.
50 Cent out of New York. You know what I'm saying? I can go for days. You know what I'm saying? So it's like a lot of artists I like different craft, Gucci Mane. So it's like a lot of my feature. Yeah. So I kind of just take everybody's stuff and just kind of like I like the craft, and I kind of put my own thing together.
And I hear that in music. Let's talk about the music. So tell me a little bit about Appetite Back, because I got my appetite back. All this talk about burgers and I'm hungry right now.
I hear you. Man, like I said, I just say it to the chorus. So I just like I said, stick with the name, and I just kind of come up with the metaphor with an album. Just kind of keep it all on the same course where you kind of got the food and you talking about Appetite Back. And it's Appetite Back just like pretty much just really for inspiration. Like if somebody ever had a goal, they want to get something done and they kind of fell off and they just got the Appetite Back to get back to it at work. So just kind of it's an inspiration for everybody. And then you see it on the project. I have it's real diverse. We got a lot of different artists from different states, different countries. So it's pretty diverse album. And I'm just getting started, so like that. Yeah.
I love that.
Appreciate you.
I really think that's cool, man. I mean, that's a really good tagline. Appetite back. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm back on my feet. I'm back on my grind.
Yeah.
I'm feeling that. How about Maricopa?
Maricopa, yeah. That was something that we did like on a flyer. Really, it wasn't really planned. Actually, that one of the first major projects that we did back in 2018. We were just actually we wanted to do a show in Arizona and run across some good people, Tuso, He's still a good artist to me to this day. And my boy Brandon, producer out there, Mystic. And like we just kind of got in the booth and just kind of put something down like that same day. Just kind of made something out of it, man. Just stuff up from there.
Yeah, that's got a really good vibe. And that. I like that.
Appreciate you. Yes, sir.
Yeah, like that is good.
Okay.
Tell me about Cajun Tales.
Cajun Tales, that's my boy K10, Snap Potato. Shout out Snap Potato. That's a project, like I said, we just started working together probably right before the summertime of 2023. So we kind of got together, linked up, the vibe was real good, and just kind of just help them out. We put it out there, and we just kind of work together, put the mixtape together. Yes, sir.
And how do they get in contact with you if they want to book you for a show or anything like that?
Man, you can get me on Instagram at Mr. Burger Boys, with a Z at the end. And then also my email is burger.boys@yahoo.com.
Hey girl, what's your name? Sorry, ma, but I can't stay up only temporary to us, so I won't play no games.
I'm tryna get your back shots till you maxed out. Baby girl, blow your back out till you pass out. Yeah, I'm trying to get your back shots till you maxed out. Baby girl, blow your back out till you pass out.
Hey girl, what's your name? Sorry, ma, but I can't stay. I'm only in temporary to us, so I won't play no games.
I know you got a man, but look at you still throwing chonies. Please don't lie and tell your man I am just a big homie. How jokes aside, you can call me when he leave you lonely. It could be 4 in the morning, I'm still trying to have you on it. Hold up, just show up, make sure you get your new. Yeah, for sure, girl, when we fuck, you get yours before I bust. Digging your energy, this ain't even yo about lust. I came in feeling giggity, the way you looking at it, you can tell that you feeling me. If you can match the
The city shines like Liberace's mansion, and you know Elvis had the whole city dancing. Showgirl silhouette steady prancing. Shout out to June, just the Copa Girls anthem. Legal gambling, yeah, that would tempt me. It's Sin City, holy water couldn't cleanse me. And Wayne Newton had the crowd in a frenzy. Live at the Stardust, the seats never empty.